If you wake up bloated, go to bed bloated, and feel like food just sits in your stomach, this video is for you. Here is a list of anti-inflammatory foods that has actually reduced my bloating. But first things first, I'm not a doctor, I'm just sharing personal experience. I always struggled with bloating consistently, not just once in a while. And honestly, my life, I like to keep it simple. No crazy detoxes or any expensive products. So I'm not here to overwhelm you or tell you to cut everything that you love. I'm just sharing what has helped me as a beginner. So let's talk about what bloating actually is. So for one, bloating does not equal fat. It's often caused by gut inflammation, gut irritation, poor digestion, or food sensitivity. So anti-inflammatory foods actually calm the gut instead of inflaming it. So I learned that for me, bloating wasn't about overeating. It was actually inflammation. Once I started eating the foods that actually calm my gut instead of irritating it, everything changed for me. So let's get into the foods that actually helped with reducing my bloating. So let's start with the veggies. You want to have whole foods. Veggies that are cooked, not raw at first. So think about things like zucchini, squash, sweet potatoes, carrot. These are all vegetables that are easier to digest, less gas, less stomach pressure. What I learned is that raw salads actually made my bloating worse. So for some people, cooking veggies is better than eating them raw. Step number 2, you want to eat more proteins that are easier on your gut. So think chicken, lean ground turkey, grass-fed beef if you can tolerate beef, eggs, fish, salmon, cod. These type of meats help stabilize your blood sugar and prevents digestive stress. So what I did in the beginning was avoid heavy seasoning and heavy sauces and just prepare sauces that are more better for me. And honestly, most people may already have these ingredients in their pantry. So whether you choose to bake them or air fry them if you want them crispy, there's ways to play around with your meat to make it enjoyable but also better for your gut. Step number 3, these anti-inflammatory carbs actually may shock some people. So some carbs that I love and my body appreciates are sweet potatoes. I'm not even such a huge sweet potato fan. Jasmine or basmati rice has changed the game for me. And plantains. If you're Caribbean, plantains is already a staple probably in your diet, but just not make it fried. These carbs help fuel digestion. It prevents gut stress from undereating. And when I was on a keto diet, I learned that cutting out carbs actually made my gut worse. And back then, I didn't even realize it. I was not eating any carbs, but yet my stomach was still big and hard. Make it make sense. But the difference is you need gut-friendly fats. So that leads me into my next point. Step number 4, you need to cook with gut-friendly fats like olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, but avocado in small portions. These oils naturally help reduce inflammation and it helps your food move smoothly through your digestion. But a reminder, fat is healthy. Too much at once isn't. And also coconut oil is high in saturated fat, so a little bit goes a long way. Step 5, these herbs and add-ins truly made a huge difference in my bloat. Things like ginger, turmeric, cinnamon, peppermint tea, and bone broth. This is not just some magic portion that you just take here and there. Implementing turmeric into seasoning your food naturally helps reduce inflammation. Ginger is also very good for your gut. Bone broth is actually a great way to start your day. I like to heat up 1 cup of bone broth. Make sure the bone broth is completely clean, no additives, no seed oils, no fillers. Season it up with a little bit of the herb I stated before, and you can see the difference in your body as you wake up each day. But they do support your digestion consistently. So let's talk about the foods that I limited, not necessarily banned. I decided not to ban any foods from my diet because I didn't want anything too extreme. I still wanted to enjoy food and enjoy life because let's be honest, we're all gonna have a sweet tooth. We're all gonna have a craving for something. So why not just make it better for you? But foods that I did ultimately cut out, ultra processed foods. So I'm talking anything in the frozen section that has a long list of ingredients that you cannot read, cannot pronounce, extra chemicals, extra fillers. Completely removed it. I completely removed dairy because I seen that it was something that was causing my body more harm. But if you can tolerate certain cleaner dairies, I say try it out and see what works for your body. Fried foods. So for the first 30 days, we didn't make anything fried. And when we did begin to fry foods, we fried it with avocado oil. And any artificial sweeteners, I completely removed it and replaced it with sweeteners like coconut sugar, maple syrup, date syrup. But for those first 30 days, I really wanted to focus on seeing results in my body and seeing my body transform transform without doing too much. So here are some simple beginner mistakes to avoid. Eating too fast. If you're a mom like me, sometimes when you're watching your child, you tend to just gobble up your food because you're trying to hurry to get to the next thing on helping your child. But I realized that anti-inflammatory isn't just strictly about the food, it's about reducing stress as well. So now I've learned to sit down and really enjoy my food. Smaller bites, easier chewing, easier swallowing, and let's be honest, that baby gonna be okay. I would also avoid too many raw foods at once. Anti-inflammatory won't work if your digestion is stressed. And don't skip any meals while we're talking about it. You actually need the nutrients from every meal of the day. Stay solid on your breakfast, have your healthy fats, your healthy carbs, your fruit. Easy transition into your lunch day, easy transition into your dinner. I used to cut out meals thinking that if I cut out meals, my body would just naturally do its thing. But honestly, my body's holding on to food because it's like, are we like a state of starvation? And this one, I didn't like because the WhatsApp group older family members said don't drink cold drinks on an empty stomach, and turns out they were right. Ice cold drinks with meals can slow down digestion by cooling stomach enzymes. It can dilute with stomach acid and cause a lot of gut cramping, which can lead to bloating and gas. So it's typical to drink more room temperature or warm drinks to help digest more smoothly. So here's what a beginner day look like while I'm trying to reduce bloating. So for breakfast, think of eggs, whether that's scrambled, whether that's a fried egg, whether that's boiled egg, and pair it with something like sweet potato or yellow potato. You can either dice it up, steam it, dice it up, make like a home fries type of ordeal, or you can put them in the air fryer if you want them crispy. For lunch, we're thinking either air fried chicken, baked chicken, some basmati or jasmine rice, and some cooked veggies. Then for a snack, you can either have fruit bowl or bone broth. For dinner, if you like fish, you can do some fish with olive oil, squash, a baked potato. You can really get creative here. So it's nothing fancy, you just want to be consistent. So to be honest, I noticed changes within the first week, but consistency took a few weeks. So if you're bloated all the time, you're not broken. Your gut just needs some support. So start simple, stay consistent, and listen to your body. I hope this helps as you're on this journey of reducing your bloating, and subscribe if you want more anti-inflammatory meals. Bye.